Snap-on Tools, great garages. We're just north of the Snap-on World headquarters in Grafton, Wisconsin, to check out a shop that takes old school hot rods, modern muscle, and makes them their very own. Let's take a unique look at SpeedKore. Well, here we are with Jim Kazmarek. Jim, nice to meet you.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, this place is amazing, and I just walked through the front door.
And we're so blessed to have you guys here today. SpeedKore is a performance company, and we're manufacturing late model cars along with some of the muscle cars from the 70 muscle car era, and we're using heavy doses of carbon fiber on almost everything that we do.
Snap-on Tools, it's your tool of choice. It seems like the fit and finish on these vehicles.
If you're going to try to have the best type of cars with fit and function, you got to use the best tools in the industry, and Snap-on absolutely is our tool of choice across the board everywhere at SpeedKore.
What are you most excited about moving forward as far as SpeedKore?
You know, the carbon fiber world is actually already present, you know, and we're taking some of that great craftsmen that we have out here and the designers that we have and really blowing up these cars and making them very unique, modifying the engines, and you get something that is really for the muscle car enthusiast.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to see it. Thank you again for having us, and you're going to kick me over to some of your partners, your employees, and some of your technicians.
Great.
Dave? Sure. How we doing, man?
Great, thanks for coming by.
Oh, thank you. So, SpeedKore, we've seen the carbon fiber Hellcat, we've seen modern muscle, but 70s muscle as well. Where are we at?
So we're in the metal shop right here.
What kind of projects are you working on?
Right now for SEMA, which you will see, 70 Boss 302 that we're doing. It's for Robert Downey Jr.
It might be carbon fiber, but you got to start with the original shell.
Yeah, so the process here, basically after the vehicle is disassembled, we take it, get it dipped, and it comes back to us in bare metal. So once it's in bare metal, we look at the design and we integrate frame rails, change panels, make cages, design suspensions, fabricate the suspensions. And these are two guys from the metal shop working on the Boss right now.
At what point of the process does the design come into play? Are you bringing the car in, are you kind of inspecting it, or is it pencil to paper early on?
Basically, we design the vehicle and all the aesthetics before it even gets here. After it's disassembled and it's in metal, we begin the design process on the vehicle, doing all the custom panels, suspension, and basically each car has a purpose. So if it's power, if it's ride, reliability, performance, all that's integrated into the beginning stages of metal fabrication.
How many employees do you have? How many are using Snap-on tools out here?
We have about 14 to 16 employees right now. Everybody uses Snap-on, very important to us. You need the right tools, and Snap-on just delivers every time.
What's the next step in the process?
Some of it goes to the carbon shop, and some of it goes to the body shop. So carbon shop will start making our panels for this Boss 302. The body shop then will take the body, start prepping it for paint.
Cool, thank you so much. Let's check it out.
Thank you.
Well, Dave, I'm seeing some carbon fiber being laid here, but there's a couple different processes as far as making the mold.
We either make a carbon fiber mold, which expands and contracts the same rate as carbon fiber when you put it in an autoclave and cook it at about 180 to 200 degrees. The other way, after CAD, we have it CNC'd out, a Ren board, and sometimes we pull molds from the Ren board. So a couple different processes, depending if you're working with a OE or we're taking a vintage part and making a part from that.
You mentioned vintage part, such as this carbon fiber headlight bucket.
Yep, for a 70 Boss. So basically, what you see here is a strand. Inside are 12,000 carbon fibers per one strand. This is called pre-preg carbon fiber, and it's an epoxy pre-impregnated carbon fiber that we then lay up inside a mold. It gets vacuum bagged, and then it goes into an autoclave, so that keeps the layers together, and that's what makes a good carbon fiber part. So this particular fender will have 4 layers of carbon fiber, and sometimes we back it with honeycomb, or sometimes we do another 4 layers on top of it.
Checkers or small checkers, why this particular weave, and is it kind of special to SpeedKore at all?
It is, we use the aerospace quality, so it's stronger than steel depending on the design of it, and it's about 60% lighter.
What's the weight difference?
When we did the Ford Mustang, we were at 10 pounds, and now ours is 1.8.
And that's just one panel, then you accumulate doors, fenders, back fenders, hood, roof, all that. It really minimizes the weight.
It never ends.
So this is a fender freshly out of the mold.
Got autoclave, and we just put it out of the mold and basically took off the vacuum bag. You can see the sharp edges.
Yeah.
So basically this will get trimmed, and then you have to add either UV protection, which is your clear coat, or it goes into whatever your paint is going to be if you're going to have a theme being part paint, part carbon fiber, all clear coated at once.
What's next in the process of a SpeedKore vehicle?
Basically, we're going to go to the body shop and show some of the things that we do in the body shop world.
All right, Russ, we see the align machine, and it looks like it's aligning a very special project, 1972 BMW, and it's Robert Downey Jr.'s as well. Really cool project. This is gonna make your job easier.
Definitely easier and faster. It's catching any glitches that might happen when you're setting things up, and it can warn you ahead of time instead of having to do it 2-3 times.
You have remote screens, you can look at that, finding if the sensor's blocked. It's a really cool tool, and you know, you're not using it a whole ton, but when you need to align a car, you say your
Gotta be
camera,
right.
it's gotta be right.
Yep.
Dave, right behind the cameras, we're seeing a paint booth. Where are we in SpeedKore?
So we're in the body shop here. Carbon parts come here for prep and then obviously get painted. And then a lot of vehicles, like the one behind you, are coming here for body work, which we're gonna pull molds to make this whole vehicle out of carbon fiber. So you're gonna see this 1970 Dodge Charger, Fast and Furious 9, coming out soon.
But this particular vehicle, you got a custom chassis underneath it as well.
Yeah, so the CAD guys did a great job putting this frame together, and basically it's got a full cage all the way through it, all tube bent here, suspension, all the geometry done by the CAD guys as well. So basically from bumper to bumper, except for the roof inner structure and quarter panel inner structure, was made by SpeedKore.
So once the part's painted, you got it clean, looks tight and right. You said multiple coats of clear, maybe eggshell, many different options. You want to showcase your carbon fiber. What's the next process?
So now it's assembly on the vehicle, so let's go check it out.
Bill, how we doing?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. You know, we got the paint booth, got a car up here. Cannot deny this classic here.
I bought that used in 1979 when I first started out in the body shop.
You don't necessarily need a lot of tools, but what's the oldest tool?
Probably one of these ratchets is pretty old, probably some of the open-end wrenches. I don't think I've ever replaced them.
You've never warrantied them?
No, I don't think I've ever broken a snap-on wrench.
That's fantastic. Well, that's a testament. That wasn't even staged. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But as I said, maybe you need more storage for more tools. What's your Snap-on tool wish list?
If they want to leave that snap-on toolbox right there with me, I'd be just fine with that. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, thank you, Bill. Let you get back to
Yeah,
work.
thank you. Appreciate it.
What better way to show the final assembly than Tantrum? This car raised a lot of eyebrows on your debut of SpeedKore.
The highlight of the Tantrum, of course, was the 1,650 horsepower twin-turbo Mercury Marine engine with two 94mm turbos.
I've never seen a Mercury under the hood.
So the Offshore Racing Edition, 1650 horse, actually made its debut in this car. First one ever been in a vehicle.
You built that vehicle back there for the upcoming Fast and Furious franchise, but this one was featured in as well.
Yeah, Fate of the Furious. Also, the Ice Charger was designed after this car without the flares.
Seen a John Bean tire machine back here utilizing Snap-on tools, but next time and when this airs, that boss is gonna be on the showroom floor. I can't wait to see it. Your craft speaks for itself, so thank you so much for being a Snap-on Tool Great Garage.
Thank you for having us, and we love Snap-on.
Thanks for watching Snap-on Tools Great Garages. For more videos, click here. And for all things Snap-on, be sure to subscribe.